you answer in the way to, which means to the people. Amanda!
In the way to.
Except you can't do it like Americans do it. You know what I mean? You got to do it like folk do all in the third world. In the way to. Amanda!
In the way to.
See the difference? It's about energy. I'm really happy to have this chance to share a little bit with you. I'm from the West Side. I'm from the West Side of Albany Avenue, right at the James Weldon Johnson Elementary School, opposite to Mount Sinai, opposite to Douglas Park. I went to Pope School until my father came up to the school one day and he saw me sitting at the teacher's desk. He said, "Prexy, why are you at the teacher's desk?" I said, "Well, I teach the reading class." And he came home that night and said to my wife and my mother, "Sadie, what's that school you've been thinking about putting them in? Put them in. I don't give a damn what it costs." Because he had a big set-to with the principal of the public school. Both my parents, along with about 7 other Nesbitts, were all school teachers, public school system. So I really was raised by public schools in Chicago. You know, things were done in those years, like, for instance, rather than distribute books to students in the public schools on the south side and west side, they distribute them to the furnaces in the schools so that the engineers could burn the books rather than give them to the students who needed the books. Amanda! I want to say to you also that the West Side gets very short shrift. And I have to say to you, I am so happy with what I see happening on the West Side. Because one of the things that I've seen happening on the West Side is a lot of unity being built between African Americans and Latinos battling against the forces like the red-headed, all these kids are in the room, the red-headed, mare-covered president that we have in this country. Mare is a French word. You know what it means? You know what it means? It means poop. Just said that. Somebody said poop. Yeah, so the kids understand poop, but we won't dwell on it. But Poop Head, the so-called president, is really working on trying to eliminate. You hear me? Eliminate people of color in general in this country. What was the name of the guy that had all those cars, the fast car? What's his name? He's gone. When? Musk. Where did he come from?
Africa.
South Africa. Guess what's getting ready to happen again? What's supposed to happen very soon?
Apartheid.
Anybody? Apartheid. They're trying to bring in 80 to 100 South African families, white South African families, no longer permitting any Africans to come in this country whatsoever. This stuff is very serious, everybody. Very serious. And so this move to bring in 80 to 100 white South African families is to give them, to settle them in this country totally. It may be a move to bring a type of apartheid, racial segregation, and polarization and exploitation to this country, full-fledged. That's the stuff that Meredith and these others have been studying. That's the stuff they want to see done in this country, which is to totally polarize us and to exploit us and to have no other way that we exist in this country except as a cheap labor force. That's all. Nothing else. As to anybody else existing in this country, they don't want that. And the current president we have in this country is about nothing else but that, and the people he's bringing around him are about the same thing. I want to say to you on a very positive note, something about the world community. The world community is aware of what's happening. They are following what's happening in this country with absolute, total attention and supportiveness. People, whether they're in Sweden, India, Sri Lanka, Palestine, South Africa, wherever they are, people are following what's happening in this country with complete awareness because they know that what may happen here is what's intended to happen in their countries as well. They also know and follow carefully the history of struggle that has gone on in this country. It's incredible history. A history that we should be very, very proud of, and it isn't taught enough. We don't talk enough about what we've done and achieved with each other. It is a kind of a miraculous thing that in spite of the Constitution and the way this country was set up to have people carried off against each other, we nonetheless have achieved a lot of working together. I'm up in pig land these days. Anybody from Minnesota, I apologize to you. I call it pig land because there's a company up there. Any of you all know the name of it? Hormel. Now, Hormel, what was the product they make, brother?
Sausage.
Yeah, what's it called?
Pork.
No. What's your name? Huh? Spam. That is the worst S-H-I-T on the face of the earth.
Special Marte meat.
That's right, partake meat. That's a
Special Marte meat is what it's
There you go. It's the worst stuff in the world. They got a museum where I live right now. I'm only up there because I'm trying to get my son and his wife to get me some grandchildren. That's all. These are suggestions I wish you'd give them to you before we leave as to how you get these young people. All I want is get one little grandchild so I can have him or her on my shoulder before I go on out this world. I want to really say, too, that in that time, typical of American kind of chauvinism, they boast about the role of Spam in conquering the world. Spam helping to make the Filipino people suppliant, helping to overcome people in India, helping to overcome people in other parts of East Asia. And that they are very proud. So there's a Spam museum in the town I live in. It may not be that different from many of our museums, really. If you probe what they're really about, and that's part of our job. What we gotta do is probe stuff, think about stuff. And so some of this stuff is often about trying to encourage world expansion. Amanda! Y'all forget the manla. Now you got it. Now you got it. I'm not going to take a lot. I really don't have a whole lot to say, but I have a couple major points I want to make with you real quick. One is, don't for a minute abandon the world situation. Follow the world situation. Because the world is following what's happening in Chicago. The second point I want to make to all of you is nothing has made me prouder than the way you all have handled this no-good president and the situation here in Chicago. You all have given Chicago a whole new point in the world because of the way you have handled these people who've been trying to press the heck out. And it made me so proud. I walk around Spam Town up there. Don't mess with me, I'm from Chicago. And then they all want to know Chicago. They all want to come down and see it now. All we got to do is more of the same. the same unity, the same coming together. I gotta get back here. I gotta get back here because it's so invigorating being back here in Chicago. And it has been so impressive to everybody. I'm getting letters from people in Sweden where I used to live. I'm getting letters. I got a letter from, you all know who Nelson Mandela was, don't you? You don't know Nelson Mandela?
I'm making fun of you, yes.
Okay.
I'm teasing.
I want to give you his nickname, what we called him in South Africa. He's known as Madiba. Madiba. And Madiba would be very happy about you making fun of me. He loved to have people laughing and moving forward in the world. It's a very wonderful thing that you all have been doing in this city against these fascists. It's a very wonderful thing. And we got to do more of it. And you're going to have to export the capacities that you've made to fight systems and to come together. Despite the systems, to come together. You got to export that skill more to the whole world. Because it's needed in the whole world, believe me. And I'm speaking as somebody who was part of the struggle in South Africa, the struggle in Mozambique, the struggle in Namibia, the struggle in Zimbabwe, the struggles all over the world. We've got to export more our capacity to come together, to struggle together, to be together. Amanda!
Amazing.
You all got it. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you.